a dream rules. This is someone else, I'm not myself, no, no.
You ever have those days and times where it's not like you've got on nails anyway and you feel just a little bit of aggression? Something about not having nails makes you want to knuckle up, so...
Come on, Cleveland. Come on. Come over here. Come on in. Let's show walk. You gonna limp back. You walk over, but you're limping back. Don't let the gray hair fool you. I ain't no easy win, nigga.
Oh, baby. Can we talk about the weight I have gained? Honey, I was shocked and appalled. I stepped on the scale and found out I weigh an additional 13 pounds more than I did before when I said I was going to start losing some weight. How, when, where, and why I gained another 13 pounds, I do not know. Let me put down my margarita glass and think about it, but I did. I gained darn near 15 extra pounds. So I said, okay, girl, you're going to have to do just a little bit more than that regular schmegular walking. Like, look at it. Look at how, okay, granted, y'all, this is a Shein bra. And it's cheap. It's not supportive. We know this part already. Of course, this isn't a real punch, but it feels good to just kind of squat. But, baby, the way it's pressing my breast down, and then on top of that, I got that side back going on. I said, no, not me having 4 breastises. We can't do this. So, I'm punching it out. And even as I'm editing this, I'm looking at it like, come on, girl, get you some. Girl, you got a bicycle? And you got skates. You like to skate. What is you doing? There you go. Get a nice rhythm. Just sitting around eating, and sometimes not even leaving the house unless I got to run errands and things. So, come on. Give him one more to remember you by. Granted, I'm here, and I'm in my garage now, but baby, that garage is about 90 degrees. I'm not exaggerating at all. Oof. But it ain't over. Got a little jumping to do now. Let's see. Haven't used this in quite a minute. Don't know if you can see it, but it's got more weight and 0 jumps. We're gonna change that. So now we're gonna jump some rope. We're gonna do the things that it takes to get some of these LBs off. We rusty. That's all right. We keep pushing. Y'all are my accountability partners. Woo! We could have worn a better bra for this, right? We're gonna get this together like a what? Thanksgiving dinner. We coming together on this. All right. Love y'all. Support me, please. It ain't easy. Okay, yay me. I'm not sure if that's coming in focus or not. But not only did I hit my goal of 250, I actually went a little over and did 263 because I didn't stop jumping until the rope made me miss. It says I only burned 97 calories, but baby, we was doing it in that hot garage, so it had to be more. Now, it did take me 2 minutes, 45 seconds to do that. But hey, it's baby steps to this. And with that, let's go and take a break. Somehow I funky melted from my candle, and now my 3 wick is down to a 2.
Love's for beginners, ain't no witness. It slips through your fingers. I ain't telling no lies. So F all the drama, F the karma. Just do what you wanna. Promise you got time. Be you and keep looking forward. Don't you look backwards and you'll be fine. Come through and say.
And you know what? Just being transparent, I would watch TV, but this is the TV that I've been swearing I'm going to install right here over the tub. Wouldn't that be nice? Yeah. I think it would, but I haven't done it yet. I need to get a bracket and all the things. Then I'm going to want to get something to cover it because the cord is black, the wall is white. I know that's anal, y'all. But I don't want to see it, so I'm going to have to get something and... I'm letting everything prevent me from doing anything. So I just need to get to a point where I put the TV up, right? Just mount it, Kymberly. Mount it. One day we might go all out and make a charcuterie board, but for now, I've got just a little cantaloupe and strawberries, and then some of my melon juice. I decided to put it in a wine glass to romanticize it a little. So that's my snack. I mean, everybody has a snack when they're taking a bath, don't they? Anyway, I might be a little extra. It's okay. I'm in an extra mood. Oh yeah, that's pretty hot. I needed it to be a little hot now. After all that swinging on the bag and stuff. Ooh. One thing I don't like about this tub having a center faucet, and I hope this isn't weird. As y'all can see, I'm wearing a swimsuit. But you know, you take a girls trip, we've talked in the hot tub. Some of our best good conversations were actually had in the hot tub. So if this feels a little weird for you, I'll put a timestamp on it, but you'll be missing some of our conversation. Again, I'm wearing a swimsuit. I don't know what else you want. It ain't like, oh my gosh, y'all remember that one Salt and Pepper video where she says, she put those legs to the east and west? Maybe this ain't that. But anyway, what I was saying was, I don't like that they put the faucet in the middle because it makes it, you know, a little harder for me to do my tubbing, as we shall call it, because you know, I gotta do all the things. I guess that's not too bad. I just don't like it this close. I would like it to be another maybe 6 inches away. I'm tripping over 6 inches, right? And I want my candle down here, what? That's probably how I messed up that one wick. Got it down from 3 to 2. Y'all remember Karen Huger when she kept talking about her 5 wick candles, baby? You know what? I laugh at that, but at the same time, I was actually disappointed in that show. Why am I having trouble getting this out? Because I'm not left-handed. I was actually disappointed in that show because I want to see more vintage women, seasoned women, classic women, if you will. I want to see them in a more mature light, you know, big-upping each other and supporting each other and all the things. I think that's part of why I loved my girls' trips. Both of them just, you know, they had different energy, but the same spirit, the same uplifting spirit. And I hope I did those ladies justice. I hope I was able to show that and convey that in a way that was genuine and worthy of the women themselves. Yeah, see, this is all up in my way with my long stem. I could have gotten my short stem glass, but I ain't want to. It didn't go with the romanticized element and setup and all of the things. Whew, that's good. I probably should have brought the whole jug with me. But anyway, munch on my little fruit and talk with y'all a little bit. Again, like I said, I'm wearing a bikini. And I don't know if y'all have seen it, but there's been this, I don't know what else to call it, but a movement. There's been a movement lately that, I don't know, in my opinion, it's just kind of shaming women. I feel like y'all are far. Now I gotta get up and put y'all a little closer. After one more strawberry. I've been drinking this down. I probably need to slow down some because I'm drinking this more than I'm drinking water. There we go, that's a little better. I could probably put my candle on this side. Try not to have so many things obstruct y'all's view and be all up in y'all's faces. Like this thing is all up in my face. Like I was saying, it seems like there's this movement in general to just shame women. It talks about how women dress when they go to the gym. It's the gym. I don't think that they should dress so conservatively. I don't understand why it's difficult for people to just mind their business, work out, and let those girls do their workout as well. I wish I could. I think for me, I'm not the biggest gym person anyway, but the other thing I've noticed here recently is let's hear it for the boys? It's the Man of the Year. That's what it's called. Oh my gosh. It's so hard to hear and see some of the things that those women are going through. But at the same time, it's so good that they're sharing it. Like, that's quite the blessing. We didn't have things like that, obviously, when I was younger, but the social media, when used well, I just feel like social media, when it's used correctly, is such a good tool for young women now. The ability to share with each other, to let each other know that, hey, this thing you're going through, one, is not okay. And two, you're not the only person going through it. That's a beautiful thing. Some of us classic ladies need that as well. In my last video, I shared with you all some personal things, and it was good to know that other women feel that way too, or have gone through that too. And just to be clear, I really don't have a problem with the forgiveness aspect. It's the forgetting. The forgetting I can't do. Forgiving, of course. I can still show up for her and do all those things, but I feel like I'd be less than human if I were to say, oh, I never even think about it. I'm so angelic. I just do all these good things and, it's not a problem. I wouldn't say it's a problem, but it's still a thing, if that makes a bit of sense. It's still a thing. Anyway, I alluded to it before. But let me be more specific. I'm tearing these pretzels up, baby. I'm so sorry. I hope y'all can't hear the crunchity crunch. But they have that app called the T app. What? You have to be approved. And I saw a video where a lady said she was like number 13,000 on the list to be approved. But I think their approval goes quickly. And seriously, it might be something I look into a little bit closer before I really enter into this dating world. So far, it seems a little crazy. But if you don't know about it, it's an app that it has women, first of all, it's for women only. And women are able to share and tell other women with names. With names. Those men, so it's kind of different than Man of the Year because a lot of those are anonymous. Some of the men are actually being filmed and they know they're being filmed. In the Man of the Year one, that trend, they know they're being filmed and they still act a whole mess. One man was like, I wish I could just hit you. Another one said something to the effect that I wish you would die so I wouldn't have to break up with you. Baby, just leave me. You ain't gotta wish all that up on me. Just go on. Leave me. But to say things like that's just can't even imagine. So anyway, back to the T app. The T app is one that allows women to use specific names, specific incidents, and all of that. I am really just hoping women don't get on there and abuse it, and mess it up and somehow get the app shut down. Because there are women on there who are reporting, I was with, I'm going to call him John Smith. And as it turns out, John was interested in me because John is interested in my kids. Like, what a warning what a blessing. You know what I mean? To know, to be able to enter a man's name and boom, oh, John likes children. Now, I think it's kind of local, but I believe too, if women just all across the country and put that information, then the local won't be a thing either. Like back in the day, they used to talk about how, excuse me, my pillow is scooting. They used to talk about how priests would move from one church to another, and they were hard to track in that way and all of that stuff. No. I think this is going to be tracking them. And yeah, that just sounds, the potential for that is beautiful. Women are also sharing and discussing whether or not those men are abusive, be it mentally, physically, whatever. So that's good. If you haven't heard about it, it's the T app. I want to see if I can put a picture of it up. And of course, that does not go for married women. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think, because I'm starting to get my stories mixed up, but I think one of the women did say something about a married man on there. I think if I were a married woman, I wouldn't use the app. I seriously doubt I would. I think it's more so for women who are dating. I've been a married woman, and if you're curious about whether or not your man is cheating and things like that, in my humble opinion, that's something I wouldn't know. You know what I mean? Like, they just start moving a little differently and funny, and a lot of times people call it women's intuition, but I think more than that, it's not so much intuition, it's that women have to be a certain way. We have to be observant. We have to kind of live with our head on a swivel. There are things that men never know. They have the luxury of walking their dog at night. They can jog at night if they want to and things like that. I mean, we women can do it, but it puts us at a more dangerous it's very dangerous for us. Let's just say that. And then if something should happen to us, one of the first things people are asking, well, what was she doing out at night at that time anyway? What, didn't she know better than, like, it shouldn't be a world like that, but let's face it. Men don't know that kind of worry. I don't know of any man who's ever threaded keys through his fingers, and prepare to hit someone or, be on the counterattack. I don't know of a trend where, there was seriously a choice between a woman and a bear. You know what I mean? These are things that men just don't know. And so I think it's a good app. I think it's very protective. I'm sure that there are women who cheat on men. I'm sure that there are women, statistically speaking, there are women who actually hit and harm men. These things are true. But man, when you compare the numbers, super small percentage. Just a super small percentage. So if we as women can have an app that gives us a bit of an advantage, that helps us to be a little safer and all of that, cheers, I'm all for that. I'm out for this bath too, it feels good. I think I'm gonna have to talk to y'all a little bit later because I really want to get down and in it to soak my arms really good, so we'll be right back. Okay, maybe I want to eat this fruit first. It's so good. Who needs a whole charcuterie board? This is fire. I got my this is usually my seafood fork. I literally do not know the proper name for this fork. I could probably look it up, but I'm not that pressed about it. If you happen to know the name of it, do let me know, but I'm not that pressed. Remember when people used to just be curious? They used to just wonder stuff, sometimes look it up. Now it's, hey Siri, this. Hey, I'm surprised it didn't pop on. It must be too far away. Yeah. We hitting bottom, y'all. Yeah, I think I'll soak. I've got my little glove. I've got my watermelon scrub. Okay, I'm feeling summer, I guess. I like to soak in the tub. Sometimes rub it up, scrub in the tub. Then get out and take a shower. Y'all saw me punching the bag and all the things. Y'all know I was sweating. Would y'all want to sit in this sweaty water? Call yourself clean and go to bed? Me too, neither. Fruits grown. Down to your last couple of pretzels and go on and wash your tail. Scrub, then wash your tail. In the meantime, definitely applying sunscreen while it's healing. Otherwise, we'll be traveling in circles. Sensitive skin does not like the feel of sunscreen either. I don't know if you can see it, but it's already turning red. Luckily, the redness fades by the time I get to wherever I'm going. But right now, it is like fire hot. I wish they had a sunscreen that didn't have so much oil in it. Cause I stay looking greased down. Oh, I got that on my gloves. I'll bring it on down here. I notice a lot of women my age have a lot of creasing and wrinkling there. I don't know what that's about. I don't know if they need sunscreen or not, but luckily, at least that isn't my problem yet. I just have this teenage looking skin. All right, let's get ready to get out of here. I got a few things I want to do. We just have a couple of light errands to run today, including I want to deposit a couple of checks for my mother, swing by, check on her, and let them people see me checking on her. Maybe do a little light dusting over there. They say they do some cleaning, but you know, they don't do it like I would do it. I'm talking smack, because y'all can't see it and I ain't gonna swing it over, but I got laundry on my couch as we speak that I need to finish up. How's that reddening looking? Still looking a little red, definitely looking greasy, but much of it will absorb. Again, I wish they had an oil-free. Even though I know this isn't why I'm breaking out, I still keep my skin pretty cleansed and moisturized and all those things, but an oil-free would just make me feel better. I already have oily skin in some sections, so I don't need that. What I will do is dab it a little bit. I'm trying to think, what else? I feel like I'm forgetting something. Anyway, oh, I know what it is. I have on no jewelry. I need to, speaking of jewelry, y'all see me going around with my second studs that I recently got, mismatched. I lost the back to my stud. These are the whole reason I wanted a second one, because I wanted to wear my studs in the second hole and, you know, wear cute decorative ones in the first one. So how about I lost the back to one of my studs? So I've been wearing the same earring that they pierced me with. My hands feel dry. And I need to go to Mirado's. And since I'm going there, I want to get a back. I might as well get all my jewelry cleaned and then we'll be on our way. But that's easily a 20 some odd minute drive from where I'm going. It's on the way to nothing, so we're not doing that today. Why am I even talking about it? Let's just get ready to get on out of here. Oh my goodness, it is hot out here for real. My dash still says 88 degrees, but I know that's because it was in the garage. The garage is hot too, not to be mistaken. That's one of those things that reminds me, oh yeah, when I buy my next house, if I buy another house, I want to make sure that the direction of the sunrise and set is not on my garage, is not on my deck. I know some people love sitting in the sunlight and all that. No, thank you. I want my deck to be shaded. That's just my personal preference. And I also want to wake up when I want to wake up. I don't mind room darkening curtains, so if the sun hits my bedroom, I can live with that because there's a remedy, but no, not the deck in the garage. It's almost insufferable in the summertime. But anyway, we're out and about and on our way to the bank. Glad I'm depositing into the bank. Have y'all heard that new term, jugging, that's going on? I think so far it's in Texas. I don't know which part of Texas for y'all there in Texas, but it's a thing where they're watching people go to the bank, and then when they leave the bank, they're robbing them. So it's some kind of spin on mugging. I don't know what the J stands for, jumping, I guess. but so far they've already been pretty aggressive. Like one person refused to give them their money, so then they brandished the gun. But every time they seem to have a gun. Another person they just walked up to with the gun already. They got one guy for 10 grand that he had just withdrawn from the bank. I'm almost wondering, do y'all have an insider? Because it's hard for me to believe y'all are just sitting at the bank waiting for someone to withdraw money. Because 9 times out of 10, when I go to the bank, I'm not withdrawing any money. I'm making deposits, signing forms, doing things like that. I'm not a cash carrying person. So that's kind of makes me wonder, do they have some kind of inside connect with that? But I don't know. I take that back, because then how would they know to get to the bank in time? Whatever it is, though, it's a big deal. It's the new crime sweeping the nation, as they said on the news. But yeah, that's bananas. I mean, I guess they robbing people instead of the bank because, you know, people aren't FDIC insured. But with all of the clips I saw anyway having guns, there's no way this isn't going to escalate to a homicide very quickly. And I'm not wishing that on anyone, but someone is going to refuse. Someone is going to, you know, push the limit, and it's not going to end well. They already have the picture of one guy on the news. So I don't know how they haven't apprehended him yet, or if they have, I don't know. I haven't watched the news today. I've been doing really good about not closely watching the news as I had before, because I mean, so seldom is it good, and it's just not a good way for me to start my day. But I'm on vacation. I need to, you know, be having vacation thoughts. And I mentioned the T app last night. There's another app. I can't think of what it's called, though. But it's for solo women travelers, and it's supposed to be telling us where, come on, it's green, friend, where the safer places are to travel, be it alone, solo, where it's safe to travel for Black women, because, you know, there's already the danger of traveling solo, but then sometimes you have to add that added component of being Black and traveling, and there are extra woes that go with that solo. And it was so funny. I was talking to a guy friend of mine, and he was like, why do you even want to travel solo? You know, you got friends. I would go with you, you know. And I said, well, I mean, there are just things that I feel and enjoy when I do travel solo, and I wouldn't be able to have that if I traveled with you. And he was like, yeah, but if I go with you, I can protect you. Protect me from other men. And it's so crazy that a lot of times the solution seems to be you need a man to protect you from men. But like I said, with that trend of the year, if you don't choose wisely on that, you might need protection from the person who's protecting you. You know, you gotta watch the ones that gotta watch you. They connive, and Biggie told us that. Anyway, I am pulling up to the bank, so let me handle some business, and we'll talk some more in a bit. So, of course, now that I talked about jugging, everybody looking suspicious, right? Why you sitting over there, mister, in the shade? Why you right across from the bank? I don't put my camera down. I don't want him thinking nothing of me. All right, y'all, it is quite a bit later. I am changed, as you can see. I'm in my walking clothes. We're getting ready to put a couple of miles on. It's still so hot, and yeah, I'm wearing long sleeves because having the sun just beat down on me. Oh yeah, I need my hat too while I'm at it. But having the sun beat down on me while I'm walking, I can't do it. Already there's nothing in me that wants to go walking, but I can do it. Here, let me put y'all down since I'm gonna run my mouth. I feel like when I'm in clothes, I look okay. But baby, when I was editing my boxing footage and I'm looking at all of this and all, that's my motivation. So we about to get out here. We're gonna do this thing. I can do hard things, baby. Get my sun hat. And I don't know if y'all will join me, but we shall see. Let's go. We're gonna do it. We can do it. All right, so here we go. Whew. I'm trying to do what they call habit stacking and walk backwards. Whew. I'm already out. I'm already sweating. I don't know if y'all can see it. And I am extremely exhausted, but I'm pushing through because I can do what? I can do hard things. But anyway, I'm walking around a neighborhood. Is it my neighborhood? No. But it's a nice one. It's paved. It's relatively quiet. You know, we get cars going by. I even captured a bunny, y'all. This is why I like walking out in nature. I'm so excited. I've seen that baby bunny tons of times. It has never allowed me to walk past it. Never. Oh, that's cute. That was my first time. I'm excited like I really did something. Sorry for the huffing and puffing. I'm about to blow y'all's house down. I'll try not to if I can help it, but whew, we is tired. Anywho, back to the habit stacking. I try to walk backwards up an incline because, like I said, I'm already burning calories. We're already sweating. I try to get into a rhythm, but it's hard for me to keep the breathing rhythm while I'm talking to y'all. Woo, checking my surroundings, even in a safe neighborhood. But anyway, we gotta switch hands. I'm walking backwards because it also tones my quads faster. And I even feel some burning in my calf. So every time I hit an incline, I try to go backwards. Now, about walking in a nice neighborhood, whew, I haven't always lived in one or near one. Currently, the one I have doesn't have enough paved sidewalks, so I go to a nearby area. Whew, all right, turn myself around a little bit. But I go to a nearby area and do more walking because it's paved all over. And I'm not big on walking in grass. But anywho, whew, before I lived in one even, I wouldn't give myself the excuse of it because once upon a time I had a tandem bike when my daughter was small, you know, the one that attaches the second part on the back. Forgive me for those of you who know what that is, but some of us don't, no biggie. But anyway, we would try to ride in my neighborhood, but there was broken glass, stopped sidewalks, like you literally had sidewalks that just stopped for no reason. Ooh, we tired. So I would have to put the bike in my trunk, ride to a park or a different area, and then, you know, proceed from there. If you really want it, you just make it work. Like right now, the absolute last thing I feel like doing is walking. But I'm here.